Hello everyone, my name is Jessica. Welcome to my channel. Quick thing here, I am a mom of two, so if you hear any noise, my kids are playing, I'm watching them. It's just going to take me some time to film this, so you're going to hear them in the background. If that's not your thing, then you're going to have to find another creator to watch because I'm a stay-at-home mom. So anyways, let's get into the video. So I have shared many times that I am not an 8 passengers expert, and I'm totally okay with that thing because you can find many creators on here who know a ton about 8 passengers. So I think it can have its downfalls that I don't know a lot about them, but also I find that the reporting that I'm doing is unbiased because a biased opinion, people are going in this already having preconceived feelings about Kevin rather than just being objective. And I am not perfect. I do not believe that everything that I think is right, but I do believe it's important to look at things from more an objective point of view. I did a video over the weekend talking about the comparison with the Turpin sisters on how they were in a foster home when they were taken from their parents. Thankfully, they were taken from their parents, but they were put in a foster home and they suffered ABUSED in that foster home, and the system knew that that home had issues with other foster children in terms of like mistreatment of them. And so it raised my alarm bells because I was like, well, hopefully the 4 children who were taken away from their mom and are now in Child Family Services custody, hopefully they're in a good home. But I am a realist and we can't just assume that everything is all fine and dandy, especially because Kevin is working so hard on trying to get them back, and people are going to have their opinions about that. But the courts do believe that being with family, first of all, being with the parents is number one. If they can't be with their parents, then being with family is number one. I'll share some footage here of Kevin coming out of family court today in Provo, Utah with his lawyer, and then give my opinion on that. And then we'll hop into my other thought in a second.
Just working toward trying to get this family healed and get these kids back where they should be. They need to be with a family member. Preferably Kevin. We're working hard, Kevin and I, to convince the state that he's an incredible father, as he was before all this happened.
My observation on that footage is he looks very somber. He's wearing sunglasses. I mean, who doesn't wear sunglasses? You don't want people to see your face, but he potentially was crying and upset, emotional, stunned. He wants his children, but something that a subscriber or a viewer commented on one of my videos somewhere was that most likely Kevin will have to prove that he is not going to be in communication with Ruby anymore, because apparently the court filed something with that Jody and Ruby can't know where the children are located, which obviously they're in protective services right now, like with the government. But if Kevin doesn't have them right now, it is because he has to prove that he was apparently a good father beforehand. So like I was saying earlier, if I did say that, is that he may have been not a good parent in terms of the type of parenting, like maybe like emotional abuse and stuff, but that is like super hard to prove. But if you could hear with Russell, when he asked that neighbor to call the police, he was like, I know where my dad is. So like he was excited. I have this feeling that he suspected that he was actually going to go with his dad and was probably surprised when he got put into some stranger's home. So, I mean, say what you want. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. I feel like the difference between like these strangers who literally, they know nothing about them. We have no idea who these people are. Like a lot of creepy people become foster parents. I know a lot of good people do as well, but is it really worse for them to be with Kevin? Like, I know a lot of people, based on all the stuff being reposted on TikTok, not as much on YouTube, but a lot on TikTok of showing their parenting. Most of it is actually Ruby speaking, not Kevin speaking. At least the stuff that I've seen, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, but in my personal opinion, it is better for them to be with their father who took away Christmas. If that was true, it's alleged because I didn't see it, so I can't confirm it, but versus being with absolute strangers. Is anyone actually comprehending this, that they are with strangers right now?
His oldest daughter was also here. She arrived separately from Kevin.
So when all of this was going down this morning, I was wondering, like, did any family show up? Especially hearing Kevin's lawyer talk about that it's best for them to be with family, ideally Kevin. And then Bonnie's been really outspoken, posting her videos.
I did everything that I could with the knowledge that I had.
And Julie's been outspoken now.
I had no idea what was happening.
Sherry has been, but she showed up. She's amazing. She's a child though. I mean, she's over 18, but she is one of their children. So the sisters Did they show up? I'm going to bet that they did not show up because we would see it on the news. They would probably be posting about it because they would want the public praise that they showed up. So why weren't they there? That's my question. If they care so much, why weren't they there? Is there some crazy investigation that they can't show up? I highly doubt that. If they actually want these children and they realize how not great, it's not great to be in child family services, they should be showing up. This is the time to show up. They post videos in their empty mansion complaining not being able to post content. If you want public praise, show up to the freaking hearing involving your nieces and nephew. Do that. Give it a little shot. Show your character and show up. The next hearing in October, show up and be there. Push to try to get custody of these kids. If you think Kevin is the bad one, and you don't think he should have custody of the children, then maybe show up and offer to take the children. Yes, it's not that easy. It's not like they're going to be like, oh, I'll take them and then they're going to come stay with me. No, but at least show up. The next thing I want to talk about is this so-called former cellmate who apparently was in a cell with both Ruby and Jody, but they were in it separately. So tell me how that works. I don't believe it. And you guys know how I feel about Reddit if you've watched my channel at all in regards to the 8-passenger snark Reddit. I don't trust anything they say. They're the ones who first broke this news and then verified it, which they had verified that Kevin was arrested, and that was wrong, right? Anyways, I don't buy it. There's the article from Business Insider, which I'm sure you guys have all seen. Someone covered this already, but it says, a woman in jail with Ruby Franke said she seemed smitten with Jody Hildebrandt and was upset they didn't share a cell. It goes on to say, a woman who shared a jail cell with Ruby Franke for 3 nights said Franke seemed fixated on YouTube partner Jody Hildebrandt and complained that they were held separately from one another. Deborah Monson, 52, spoke with Insider about her stint in the custody of the Washington County Sheriff's Office in Utah at the same time as Franke Hildebrandt. Monson was arrested on August 31st on allegations of petty theft and drug possession. She told Insider she's innocent and will fight the charges. Oh, I'm sure you are innocent, woman. Now, this next part, it was what made me suspicious and made me just not believe it. So it says, Monson said Franke also played mother hen to another woman in their cell, who Franke believed was going through drug withdrawal. Franke was tucking the blankets under her and mothering her, nurturing her, Monson said. This is the part. At one point, Monson said she saw Franke crying. When she asked her what was wrong, she said, I just miss my kid. I did see someone post, but now I can't find it, of course, but that said that Deborah had thought Ruby was a narcissist based on her interaction with her. And that is what's not adding up here. Sorry, my baby's on my back in the carrier. That's what's not adding up here to me. Okay, just imagine this. You're in prison. Not that we can imagine what that's like, but you're in this cell with somebody and you see them mothering people that's going through drug withdrawal, like alleged or presumed drug withdrawal, and then later on you have a conversation with them and they tell you that they just missed their kid. You would not then put those two together, those two situations, and be like, oh, she's a narcissist. You'd be like, wow, she must be a great mom. I wonder what the hell she's in here for. She's mothering these people and she just misses her kid. That does not make sense. And so yes, she didn't know about the case really until she got out of prison, when her family put her out of prison, jail. I use those interchangeably because I don't really care to. She obviously learned about the case when she got online and saw all the things being said and just wanted to hop on the bandwagon and get some sort of fame or something. If you're wondering, I did see this that was posted on TikTok. It is now deleted. She deleted it off her TikTok, so that should tell you something. It is on Reddit still, but yes, it has her name on it and all the private information is blocked off, but you can put a name on anything. So that is all I have for today's video. If you liked it, please consider actually hitting the like button. It helps to get it boosted in the algorithm, and leave a comment below. That helps it tremendously as well. And if you like my take on this case, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do want to talk about some more pop culture type cases as well. One that my husband told me about that I was very immediately interested in and very heated about. But yes, I'm really enjoying doing YouTube, and I appreciate all of you here who comment and like and watch my videos. And I hope wherever you are, whether I get this up in the morning, in the night, I have no idea. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Bye guys.